At the state's largest detention center in an effort to change how detainees are being treated.
When you walk inside these walls, you experience a different trauma.
What lawmakers are now saying about conditions at the California City ICE detention center and why the director of ICE warns pushback from elected officials is feeding into a dangerous rhetoric.
The community of Modesto now blindsided after learning the city's school district recently hired a principal facing felony charges. Why district leaders say they were unaware of the crimes and why concerned parents say more vetting is needed during the hiring process.
President Trump's recent comments about his newly formed Board of Peace now rubbing some world leaders the wrong way. A look at which world leaders have agreed to join, which have declined, and why the initiative is now raising concerns about the future of the United Nations.
And another day and another foggy morning. Yep, dense fog advisory in effect once again for us today. Coming up, we'll break down the visibilities. We'll also track any foggy day schedules that may be coming in from around the valley, and a little bit of precip on the way. Yeah, rain, snow possible. Details coming up in your Great Day forecast.
You're watching Fox 26, and now, Great Day.
Good morning. We begin this hour with a live look at tranquil Bass Lake. No fog in sight there, but just make your way down here to the valley. A much different picture for yet another day. We keep saying lather, rinse, repeat, and here we go again. Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Liz Gonzalez.
And I'm Cristina Rodriguez. Carl Cook is off today.
And I'm Justin Willis. Thank you for joining us. All right, it's like, okay, we come in, oh man, it's foggy again. Okay.
It's foggy. There are pockets of fog.
Yeah, okay,
it was there.
Here's the thing. First of all, you want to drive safe, but remember this time when we get to, June, July, August, when it's 150 outside.
It's all mental. It's all mental.
Exactly. So just enjoy it while it's here, okay? But yes, it is still very foggy, but, So let's rinse and repeat this whole thing, shall we? Here's your day planner. Check it out. Current conditions right now. In addition to the fog, it is 45 outside. Winds are out of the southeast at 3 miles an hour. The dew point's at 44. Rest of the day, still dealing with fog at 10 a.m. 47 at that time at noon. 52. 54 at 5. Calm winds today and likely staying cloudy for us throughout the day. The sun didn't really come out yesterday, did it? Not expecting that today either, at least in Fresno. But coming up, we're tracking the next weather maker that's coming in. We're trying to be done with this fog. And the next thing on the way, a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow. We'll let you know where to expect that coming up.
Safety now a top concern for some people here in the central San Joaquin Valley following confirmation of ICE agents in Fresno. Yesterday, people hit the streets with signs and costumes in protest against ICE at the corner of Clovis and Herndon. Dozens showed up to speak out against ICE operations and the politicians who support them.
So, people are really, they're very frightened right now. The amount of terrorism that's being demonstrated against the people of the United States by ICE. It's not about immigration. It's about terrorizing the American public.
The Clovis Police Department says that ICE agents carried out operations near Willow and Shepherd earlier in the week, though it's not clear what brought on this activity or if anyone was detained. But the director of ICE says death threats against ICE officers are up 8,000%. And he blames politicians who pit local community law enforcement against federal ICE law enforcement.
Obviously it's difficult because you had ICE referred to as Nazis, Gestapos, things you would never have to worry about in the past. Threats up over 2,000%. Death threats up 8,000%. But again, if you look at the public safety threats and the people who are moving from the country, I'm very happy with where we're at.
Lyons says that ICE agents are following the law as it's written. He's worked with ICE through the last 5 presidential administrations and says the agency is the largest it's ever been. Here's how he describes the widespread law enforcement work that ICE is doing.
Now we're looking at arresting 2,000, 2,500 a day of the worst of the worst. That's what I want. At the end of the day, I just want the American people to see that they did the job that President Trump promised, what they voted for, and that we actually made an impact to the community, and that these public safety threats that we're removing are making their neighborhoods safer.
Some of those being arrested are being taken to California City. That's a Kern County community of about 15,000 people. home of the newest and largest ICE detention center in the state. California Democratic Senators Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla toured that detention center yesterday. It's a facility constituents and their families have described as brutal, according to the two. Last year, 32 people died in ICE custody, which is the deadliest year since 2005. At least 6 more deaths have already been reported this year. The lawmakers say they requested the visit to see conditions firsthand and hear directly from detainees. The Kern County facility has a capacity to hold more than 2,500 people and currently houses more than 1,400. Those people, however, according to the senators, are not getting basic care.
The most frequent feedback we got was the inadequacy of the medical care that they were receiving. I spoke with one woman who is diabetic. It was on her intake form. She's been here for 2 months and has yet to receive treatment for her diabetes. That is very frightening.
The population here is only going to grow. So the need to address nutrition, medical attention, mental health care, all the above is only going to grow.
According to Senator Schiff, many of the detainees they spoke with have no criminal history. ICE says the population grew after transfers began late last summer as immigration enforcement expanded nationwide. Senator Schiff and Padilla say they are pushing for congressional oversight and changes to how detainees are cared for after visiting the site. Meantime, Senator Schiff also held a roundtable in Bakersfield with Sikh truck drivers and businesses to learn more about the ongoing threats in their community.
Small business people who are now losing a lot of their income because they've got trucks sitting idle. It was astounding to me to ask this assembled group, how many of you have more than 10 trucks sitting idle because you have drivers who are afraid to show up? Just about every hand went up in the place. Some had 20 trucks or even more. That's just loss in economic opportunity, loss of jobs, and that means people's homes get foreclosed upon, their trucks get foreclosed upon. It has a lot of consequences for the whole community.
This follows threats to withhold federal funding from California if it does not revoke licenses that the U.S. Department of Transportation claims are in violation.
All right, it's 5:06 now, and here's a live look at Highway 168 in Clovis right now. This is at Temperance Avenue there. Yeah, quiet out on the roads this morning. Yeah, it's a little early out there, but you can see just how foggy it is. Very quiet, very foggy out there right now, and these are the conditions we're going to be dealing with really throughout the morning here. So because of this, there might be some foggy day schedules going on out there. We don't have anything to report just yet, but if you're planning on reporting a foggy day schedule to us, here's how you do it. Go to KMPH.com, drop down to weather, click on school closings, and then you can submit your information there or just view it to see if you've got a foggy day schedule. Also, we'll try to have those rolling at the bottom of the screen for you throughout the morning, though, as those come in. And again, just go to KMPH.com to submit your foggy day schedule. Here's how foggy it is right now. A lot of places with a quarter-mile visibility at the moment. That goes for Madera, Reedley, Visalia, and Lemoore. Half-mile visibility in Fresno and Hanford right now. Merced and Porterville are at 3/4 of a mile visibility as the morning goes on. We'll see how this shapes up, though, likely dropping there over the next couple hours on this visibility. But there is a dense fog advisory in effect. And just like yesterday, it's going from Kern County all the way up past Sacramento, in effect until noon today. And during that time, we could see areas of fog at a quarter mile or less on your visibilities out there. So friendly reminder, drive safe, slow down, low beams, you know the drill. Keep plenty of distance between you and the car in front of you as well. All right, so it's starting to break up, at least we're thinking it is, because the recipe's shaping up for that to happen. The trough to the east, it is now shifting. It's kind of holding where it was yesterday, but now it's kind of dissipating a little bit more so. The one to the west, though, is still kind of keeping everything socked in, and we got some high pressure still kind of keeping a cap on things. This is supposed to move a little bit more over the next couple of days, and that'll allow for a little bit of rain and snow, mostly rain to the coastline and to Southern California, which you're seeing here in your futurecast here. So about tonight there, you can kind of see all along the coastline there, probably San Luis Obispo County there, could see some decent rain there tonight. Could be some good stuff for that. But then for us and closer to our region here in the mountains, any snow that's going to happen looks like first round of it would be Thursday afternoon about 1:30, central to Southern Sierra there on that one. And it'd be for the higher elevations there, lasting into the early evening hours there. We'll get another round of it Friday. It's not as much as we had initially anticipated at this point, but that looks like the southern Sierra there for Friday afternoon. There could be some lingering precip on Saturday as well. So could be a fresh blanket of snow up there, maybe at China Peak if you're planning on going up there this weekend, but not expecting it a lot, but should be enough to be able to make some snow up there. Otherwise, we'll be clear after that, but that is our next best chance of any type of rain or snow. All right, next 3 days look like this. Fog today and tomorrow. Yep, more fog. 57 today, 58 tomorrow, 59 on Friday. Friday should be partly sunny for us. We're expecting things to really break up for us and maybe see a little bit more sun by that time. Overnight lows are going to be in the 40s. All right, in just a little bit here, we'll take a look at the rest of your highs and lows across the San Joaquin Valley.
All right, well, happening now, President Trump has just arrived in Davos, Switzerland, and coming up, we'll tell you how his speech at the World Economic Forum is a top of mind for many world leaders today, while his desire to acquire Greenland is likely to take center stage during the discussion. The head of Customs and Border Patrol is now opening up about the ongoing operation in Minneapolis, why he says it's been tough for federal agents to get work done in that city.
The Chuck Chansey Skycam, sponsored by Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino.
And a live look now at Fresno Yosemite International Airport from above our Fox 26 studios. It is 5:10 and 45 degrees there right now. You can find new headlines and the weather forecast on your screen all morning long, even through the commercial break.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.